You need a system for your people to learn, and they need to be accountable to a standard. So the problem with marketing and attracting customers are your words, the arrangement of them, the words you use. So everything has to match up with the prospect, their desire, and in the right way. Let's suppose that you're running a real estate sales team. Isn't that what many of you want? And you want it to work without you? So you see how this works now, is that you need a system for your people to learn, and they need to be accountable to a standard. So you've got to bake that into all parts of your business, including the learning piece. So it's the same for me. It's like, we have a great system. Real estate agents have questions, but they answer their own questions once they take. So I click on the assessment right there. I get the questions. And if I do, I advance to the next video in the chapter series. If I get the questions wrong, Laura, what happens?
Well, you have to go back and take it again.
No one likes doing that. Broker owner doing things a completely different way. And like you snap your fingers, getting them do it a different way. You have to have a system for that. And you're looking at it. And then we gamify it, okay? And everybody plays differently when you keep score. So you have to bake them in at all levels of your business. And that's what we did with the yhsgru.com. Figured you guys would like that. There's over 800 videos in here. From the basics of how do you sell a house, all the way up to how do I make my next $1 million. All billion-dollar agent systems pro tips. It's a #1 training platform in real estate today. If anyone can show better, I will donate $10,000 to the charity of their choice. So that's what the agents, the broker owners, the team leaders get access to. You're going to need, if you're going to do this on your own here, you're going to go out and do this, you're going to need a system or a platform for learning, for scaling your real estate.
When deciding to work with a prospect or work with a buyer, take on a buyer client, you should ask yourself the following questions, okay? As a matter of fact, we put this into a little formula for you. We call it the FIRM formula. It focuses on 4 points, okay? First point is, are they financially stable?
What's so funny, Laura? You still laughing?
No, I know what it is.
Seinfeld, okay. So what do you guys think I is? What do you think R is? What do you think M is? The FIRM formula. Financially stable, interested in signing a buyer's agreement, realistic in their purchase expectations, and motivated to buy. How do you find out that information? Because if you don't have that data and you're riding them around, that's a stupid agent trick. We have to get this information in the beginning, and we're checking the boxes, all right? And we have a system for getting that information, and the training goes on to show you that. When you've sold 10,000 houses like I have, and you've been chewed up and spit out more times than you can count by customers out there, and you've wasted time and wasted hundreds, millions of dollars in my case, on things to get to where you were. You document stuff so you don't have to do it again, and it becomes a replicable system, and that's what the university is. So over 800 videos of how to become a multi-billion-dollar agent, running a company. So let's drill down on sales and marketing execution. What do you say? Let's just go get some better customers. Let's go back to this part, flow, conversion, retention. Automatic reverse prospecting system means they chase you down. All right, so let me give you a good example that's not real estate related. Let's say that you need a new pair of shoes, and you're not a big shopper like me. So you're lamenting going and buying the shoes. You've been putting it off. All right, but now you know what? You're gonna go do it. Okay, first of all, you have to plan to go to the freaking mall, all right? And the day comes, and it's like, okay, I'm taking time off to go to the mall to get my new pair of shoes. You walk outside, it's pouring down rain, but you put it off, you gotta go. So you get in the car, as soon as you get on the road, traffic's ridiculous, right? You get to the mall, the parking lot's full. You got to run through the rain. You get into the mall, you're wet, and you're like, ah. So myriad of shoe stores, you pick one to go into, right, that you believe is going to have what you want. You climb the stairs because it happens to be upstairs at the mall, all right? You walk down the mall, dodging all the people and the kids and crazies, all right? And you walk into the shoe store. Around the corner comes the sales clerk. Walk right up to you, and they say, "Can I help you?" And what do you say?
No, thanks. I'm just looking.
How ridiculous is that? All right, so write this down. RDR, 3 letters, RDR, reactionary defense response. So you see how it works? There's so many people out there that want to buy from you. They want to buy. They want to sell. And then you approach them as a real estate agent, it's no. And you're like, this doesn't make sense to me. They want to buy and sell. They need to. They got a home under contract over there. And if they don't sell their home, they're going to lose their earnest money. Like you're freaking out over it many times. But they tell you no. Well, let me flip the script. The sales clerk comes walking around the corner and says, "Hi, my name is Todd. What's yours?" What's yours? And let's say it's Laura. Okay. Hi, Laura. Welcome to our store. Is this your first time shopping with us?
No.
Awesome. Well, welcome back into the store again. And congratulations, today's a good day for you. We have a special running for returning shoppers, Laura. You can take 10% off anything in the store. What is it that you're looking for? I'm fixing to sell her a pair of shoes. Do you guys see that? So it's just words. You guys got it? Same person. It's just the words you use. So the problem with marketing and attracting customers are your words. And it's always been that way. That's all you have are words. The arrangement of them, the words you use. So everything has to match up with the prospect, their desire, and in the right way. So we call that message to media to market match. Write that down. Somebody type that into the chat. Message to media to market match. If you get any part of that wrong, you're going to pay more money to get a customer. Before we unpack and look at specifics on marketing, I'm going to show you why this is. Okay, because I don't know what's going on in your life right now, but I want you to watch this video. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I'm going to play about 2 minutes of it. Okay, so just watch it for me because there's something in the video that we need to address in your life right now before we go any further so that we understand what we're in for. All right, you guys ready? Check it out.
My name is Jamie Turvey. I'm a Your Home Sold Guarantee Realty in Atlanta. My dad had a brokerage in Atlanta. I was traveling the world, decided I wanted to settle down, came to Atlanta. My dad was retiring and he says, you've got 2 options. You either take over the brokerage or you go and be with Todd. So I made the decision. The culture is a million times more than you could ever imagine. It is a family culture. People actually really do care about you. Matter of fact, the first person who ever called me was Nathan Clark, like the #1 Rhode Island real estate team. Couldn't believe it. Like, am I actually talking to you? Also, Todd, here's my cell phone number if you ever need anything, which I did text him, did call me, does respond. It's amazing to have that. A lot of businesses will tell you that they offer that, but they really don't. And also what they teach here is extremely valuable. I've been at many, other brokerages, and to have you come in, you got to get a babysitter, do all this stuff, and what they're teaching is worth it. As a matter of fact, you turn it around, you start teaching them stuff. We're here, every single thing that you learn, either from Todd, from the webinars, from any of the trainings, from the conferences, it's life-changing. So when I was with my dad, I worked for him kind of like an assistant. I made my first 100K, then went over to Todd's every year, did 50 to 100% increase in business every single year. And I'll actually tell you this, so I was in a team with my ex-husband, so we've been divorced for 2 years. Didn't know how I was gonna do it, leaned into the system, way into the system, like got obsessed with the system, the webinars and all that. And the first year I did it on my own, made 500K.
All right. So that's what I wanted you to see, is like, was Jamie's experience in life. Everything's going along just fine. And then all of a sudden, her dad, the brokerage she was at, decides he wants to shut the thing down and quit. He's had enough. All right. So that was number 1. Number 2 is, okay, I got my feet under me. Now things are going fine. Boom. It goes sideways with her marriage. So the reason you want a business is because life is going to cause you problems. And life is really about other people, not you, others. And those things are going to come at you. Things can be running along right now for some of you super smooth and amazing. But I am letting you know, if we don't work together here on hedging against like what is inevitable, it's going to hurt. Okay, so fortunately for Jamie, you just said, hey, I've got an asset here, so I'm going to use that thing. And I think she's glad she did. She makes $400,000 or $500,000 a year now. I don't know what she's on track to do this year. I think it's a little bit more. And she does that. Now, what she likes to do is take about 3 months off a year. So she goes down to Costa Rica for 2 to 3 months a year, hangs out down there, which you can do when you make $400,000 or $500,000, can't you? So here's my guarantee for you. If you'll book a strategy session with us, I'm going to show you guys and guarantee that you're going to get more buyer and seller appointments than you ever have gotten on your own or from anyone else. Appointments, not leads. Appointments, okay? Who gives a crap about a bunch of leads? What I want is meetings. I need appointments to meet with people that want to sell their home and go buy another one. We put that in writing for peeps using our system, okay? But if you haven't booked your strategy session with us, I've given you several really good reasons to do that. You want to keep the momentum going is the primary reason here. And number 2, you want to get your additional questions answered and find out more about this plan, the system, the coaching, and the training than you're getting right now. Specifically, where are you, where do you want to go, and what's keeping you from getting there, and what part of the next 90 days needs to be the center focus for you to execute on your business. Got it? Awesome. Okay, so there you go. Complimentary strategy session. Click the link in the chat. Take advantage of that. I know some of you already have, but those time slots will fill up before we're done today.